So I would say that my journey as a creative started when I was like 10, 11, and I was very passionate about all things creativity. I used to draw, paint. When did I start learning crocheting? I don't remember. But I used to draw, paint, and then I also got into writing. My first ever story idea, I literally got it from watching a gacha series, and then I saw the villain. I was like, imagine if this villain had her own story. Like we gave her a background, we gave her like family members and everything. So I got that story idea, and then I just ran with it. Okay, I got a notebook and I started writing down different scenes and everything. I was very passionate about the story. Even to today, I still really love that story idea and I would love to produce it in some way. But the thing is that while I was working on that story, I would keep getting new story ideas. So I even bought like a sticky note pack and I put the new ideas on my wardrobe door, and I'll keep getting more ideas and more ideas and more ideas. But I was still like, okay, I'm going to focus on this single idea. I'm going to focus on it. So I spent like the next 2 3 years learning about storytelling, writing. So I know a lot about like narrative principles and all of that. But then I actually had to write it, like write the book, and I just got scared. So I was like, okay, I'm going to abandon the book for now temporarily and then go into writing short stories just so I can develop my writing skill. So when I got my first novel idea, I was also very passionate about the idea. It ended up expanding into a novel. So I was like, okay, it's way too big of a project. Let me start something smaller. So that whole cycle kept on repeating where I would get an idea, a small idea, it would expand to something bigger, and then I would get overwhelmed and just move to the next big idea. It just had me thinking like, am I even a writer? Like, am I even a writer, or I'm just a story come up or I'm just somebody who comes up with stories. So I just started to doubt myself, and I ultimately gave up on writing, honestly, because I was busy with school and all. But it was also because I lacked that confidence. But I later pivoted to screenwriting, which I was more consistent with. But again, I also had to pause that to focus on content creation. There's actually way more to the story. I'll give a full update on that one of these days. But the point is that if you fit that kind of description, if that's a habit that you've had for some years, I want you to know that you are not alone. Okay, you are not the only person that is dealing with this.